Alright. Hello, I'm Keenan Curdy, and I'm here to debate about why I believe education should be free and why tuition should be free. I'm going to start off with a quote from President Obama. It is the single most important thing we can do is to make sure we got a world-class education system for everybody. That is a prerequisite for prosperity. It is an obligation we have to the next generation. And that quote is basically saying we need a world-class education for everybody. And lately that has been really kind of hard to reach for everybody, like he is saying, because tuition has been increasing drastically. It has been on average, the tuition for a private college is around $33,000 per semester, and a public school is $18,000. So my suggestion for how we could get rid of this high tuition cost is we can make college tuition free in California, and we could raise the sales and income tax, so that we can make up for the no tuition by having taxpayers pay for the tuition and having the state fund the colleges. Because about 70% of college graduates graduate with debt, and that is too much. That is too much, and that averages around to be 40 million Americans. 40 million Americans have student debt in America, and that debt has accumulated to $1.2 trillion. And on average per second, it raises $2,726.27 per second. That is too much. It is hurting our colleges to have such high tuitions, because these college students are the future of our country. They are supposed to be our future leaders, our future teachers, our future presidents, our future doctors, and they're being turned away because of a financial problem, because they don't have enough money to pay some of the tuition, and that's not right. That's not right in my opinion. Since 2000, student fees have raised 100% to compensate for state support, basically saying that the state has stopped funding the schools all too much, and that the student fees have drastically increased because of that. Our student loan actually averages up to 36.8% of the total debt for consumers aged 20 to 29. Whilst also the average debt per person per student is $28,950. These statistics I'm saying are just outrageous, because no student should have to be in debt just to get an education, just to better themselves. No student should have to go into debt and have to loan money from the government just to better themselves, just for an education. And also, the student financial aid is not helping either. The student financial aid is student financial aid averages around $3,000, I believe, for per student, and that's not enough for students to help with tuition costs and for other another cost of living like that, especially with the cost of living going increasing. These statistics show that that the cost of going to college is just too high. Specifically the high tuition affects low income and low income students because they do not have the money to pay for these tuition, and as I said, the financial aid is not enough to help them get through the daily life, plus the cost of tuition fees. So it is mainly affecting low income students and a lot of community college students, because majority of community college students are low income are from low income families, and it is affecting them in the college system, because not many students are getting the same opportunity to get an education. And that is it.